trainers. There's a trainer.
Anyone for life.
All right, peoples.
Yeah, trainer.
Good job yesterday, good job last night. We're ready for this morning. We've already started.
I can show you.
We've started to set our plan for today on what we're going to focus on, what we're going to work on. At this point in time, I would like to bring to the forefront, to the front of the stage, to the front of the group, Mr. Brian McNutt. Mr. Brian McNutt, I've known forever. Feels like literally forever. I'm gonna share this with you real quick before we get started. Brian Blanca was here yesterday, right? Myself. We all started right where you are. All of us. So every single one of you has the potential and the ability to be up here. Every single one of you. It's within you. So you just need to pull it out. We've all started sitting in that chair taking notes, just like you guys. That's the process. So I'll bring Brian up to discuss his topic for today. Brian is a Division I official, works in the Big Ten Consortium, is that correct? NCAA tournament official, wealth of knowledge and information, just spiritually grounded, and just a good guy. A good person.
Great barber too?
Oh, great barber. Great barber.
I'm not believing that barber story. I don't.
Okay. What'd you ask?
Can you cut women's hair?
No.
Long blonde hair?
No.
That's a whole nother thing.
Is that a I can but I won't?
That's a choice, yeah.
You
I got a wife and 2 daughters, so I don't
Good
cut their
answer.
hair.
He's like ready. You have a wife and $2 because you're ready for each answer there too. You're
Yeah.
Choice.
There you go. So,
Yeah, I already identified, like, fly. That's an occupational hazard. Women, you're safe, but guys, that's the first thing I look at is hair and go,
thank you.
what I got to deal with, like I chose.
Without any further ado, everyone welcome Mr. Brian McNutt.
I'm pretty informal. Hope sitting down is okay with you guys and gals. Informal is the right word, but that's right. Okay, Wayne, thank you for the opportunity here.
Oh, of course.
Today. We've been talking, the theme that what we've been doing is like, we have all these plans and things we want to do or to say. I'm a planner, I usually have notes and all this, so if this comes across not organized, okay, just know it's coming from the heart, and what's gonna come out is gonna come out. And I can try to get every detail, but I didn't do that, because just got a piece that, God put us here for a reason, and what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, what's gonna come out, is gonna come out. I was reminded that this morning, two things happened. I had planned, I laid my shorts out last night. I'm going to camp, I got everything ready. Went to put my shorts on, and my string in my shorts was way back in the deal. So I had that, so
Why?
I gotta wear my shorts I'm wearing, so now I had this plan, put them on, go, no, I gotta work it back through, not how I planned my day started. Get to Starbucks, and I'm not a Starbucks guy. I'm a coffee guy, but I'm not going to Starbucks. I don't have the app. But I realized sitting in there, so I'm like, I'm gonna go there, get here early, get set up, get prepared, get there, and here comes 7 other drinks are made prior to mine, so I didn't have the app. And so I sit there and waited, and going. So that was not how I intended my morning. I had planned, for this the way it's gonna go, and it didn't work out that way. But that's life, right? I mean, that's life. That's refereeing. We all have aspirations. We all have plans of where we want to go, what we want to do. We got it mapped out in our head. This is how I want it to go. It doesn't happen that way. And so we kind of set the mode and kind of I don't have it all figured out. And since Wayne kind of had one going this morning, but but didn't finish it. Or as far as a motivational video, you know, Wayne's a motivational guy, has videos. I found one that spoke to me. It's 15 minutes long. I'm not playing on 15 minutes, so I got my favorite clip out of there. Okay, we can get to basketball, okay? But right now we're talking about the most important thing on this deal, because you're better than most. You got it here. You're hanging with this guy. You have the information. That's not what helps you get where you want to go. That's what got me where I am. So watch the video, and then we'll just 2 minutes long. And forgive me as far as technology.
A lot of times we think we're waiting on God for something to happen, like a prayer to be answered. God says, you're not waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. I'm trying to prepare you. I'm testing your faith. Will you trust me? But I'm also trying to grow you up, because the blessing I want to give you is so much bigger than you can handle right now. You're not ready for it. You can't handle it yet. Another thing you have to learn in life is that delay is not a denial. There's a big difference between no and not yet. Now, immature children don't know the difference. You tell a kid, not yet, they start crying and having a hissy fit because they think it means no. They don't understand a delay is not a denial. God is saying, I intend to do these things in your life that I've given you the vision, the dream to do, but you're just not ready yet. And at the right time, I will answer your prayer. God's often waiting on us. Now, why is this important? Because when you're in God's waiting room, you fall temptation to all kinds of negative emotions. You start worrying, you start stressing out, you get anxious, you get irritable, you get spiritual ADD, you can get envious, you can get jealous. Hey, he got a promotion, I didn't get the promotion. She's having a baby, I'm not having a baby. She got engaged, I didn't get engaged. He's starting a new business, it's taken off. What about mine? And all these kind of negative emotions can come into your life. And then you get frustrated, and then you start having a pity party. So what does God want you to do when you're in the waiting room of life? Because you're going to go through it many, many times. God is not a vending machine where you put in the prayer and then you pull the thing and you instantly get it. There's always a delay. The delays are by design. The delays are by design to teach you to trust Him and to grow up in your character.
And that part, the waiting room of life, how it's going to happen many, many times. I mean, this refereeing thing, if I can, like, I thought prior to this year that I had it all figured out. You know, I identified when I was in 30. On the men's side, it takes a long time to get there. I had a guy tell me 10 years. You know, I'm sitting there wondering what I need to do. He said, Brian, it's a 10-year process. Okay, so I'll put that in my mind. My mentors at 40, they start getting breakthroughs. Okay, I guess it's a 10-year process. So I got this thing figured out. At 40 is what's gonna happen. I got this figured out. So get through that waiting part. Beginning of the season, I'm just gonna share this part. This is part of my journey here. Yes. Beginning of the season, Big Ten Consortium, the Big Ten Conference decided to do an exclusive deal only. You guys read about that. They had 15 officials only refereeing Big Ten Conference games. I had 2 conversations with the boss, and he's saying, you know, is this something you want to do? Your family good with this? All that. Yeah, definitely. This is it. It's what we've been waiting for. God, yes, this is what is it. And then I get the phone call, hey, so this is gonna happen. You're gonna get a bonus, you know, for your commitment. Okay, great. You know, so we start going. I refereed the most Big Ten non-conference games at the beginning of the year than I have past few years. So like, this is happening. After I got that phone call, I called my dad, cried. Called my wife, cried, because we've been doing this. We've been waiting for this. Go to sign contracts. My contract's just a generic contract right before, like a day before exhibition start. Start talking to guys and like, oh, so what, you know, what was your bonus or what was your? I'm like, I don't know. Mine didn't have any birds like that. Come to find out, I wasn't a part of that 15. figured out, right? I mean, like, and my time has come, and it wasn't my time. And you talk about a pity party. You talk about the roller coaster of that, and the negative energy that I spent on a daily basis of things that I couldn't control, as far as going, man, why isn't this happening? What's going on here? I mean, just I was all over the place, and thank God it reminded. I mean, obviously our lives we've been faithful all the way up to this point, and so thankfully I didn't sit there long where I got a peace with it. I mean, things weren't going away, so I got a peace with it, and just go, okay, God, if I'm not refereeing, if I'm not gone, then I'm getting to be home with my family. That's the most important thing. And I'm spending energy worrying about this. Like, I got a relationship with you that I need to worry about. Like, so there are other things. So that hit me. So I went throughout the whole season, and then come to find out that exclusive deal, not being a part of that, made me eligible for the Summit League postseason. Or I worked the Summit League postseason tournament. I worked the last year or the year before, worked the first round. So I ended up working the finals of that. And because of all those Big Ten guys that couldn't work those finals, it made me eligible for the NCAA tournament, and that's how we got there. So I mean, it's like, who knew? I mean, no one knows. I mean, we don't know where it's going to end. We know what's on the other side, but just staying the course and trying to keep things in perspective, trusting God's plan, trusting all that. And I wish I could say that I had it all figured out. It wasn't until I was sharing my story with guys, 2 guys in back-to-back days at my barbershop. This is the beautiful thing about the barbershop. You get to talk to guys, and a lot of guys know what I'm doing. So 2 days back-to-back, they say, oh man, that's Proverbs 3:5. I'm like, okay. And then and then the verse you probably heard, remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Be not on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will direct your path. And I'm like, goodness, like I thought I had it all figured out, but I mean, that's for you guys moving forward. I mean, put that in your book of something, and in this thing we can't control what's going to happen. I mean, 2020 was crazy, and we thought we had it all figured out. No, I mean, but the thing that we can do is trust in Him, trust the process, and I keep going, but I'm not there. But,
That's a classic. One closes, another one opens.
That's great.
That answer the.
Well, being here with you guys, I'm excited. I apologize already because when we're downstairs, I didn't want to interrupt Wayne, and I had something, I was like, I'll share this, but I didn't want to interrupt Wayne. I won't do that the rest of the day. I will interrupt him. I will cut him off to get the point across. You guys came in for information and observation, and that's as far as observation, I can do that, and
right.
Just give an eye. And I haven't seen you guys work. I love the women's part of walking and talking, but those little details that Wayne talked about. I mean, I wish we could have done. So the first time I saw you do it, there was it showed your confidence, it showed your insecurities, it showed all this stuff. All those things we can tell by just a walk. And so I didn't want to, I saw stuff in each one of you that's like, okay, I want to see them do it again, so I can see if this is how they handle themselves and something like that. But I mean, I just the ones that stuck out to me was James the head deal that Wayne kind of talked about. It just kind of down like this. Tanner, whenever you go, you blow your whistle, your head drops immediately. I mean, the first time it was bad, the second time it was still kind of, and I don't know if that's as far as this processing, if we're still processing and we're doing, all that, which has us go through those deals, but I mean, Rick, you stood out as far as it was here, and it was head up, straight, purposeful. I know what I'm going, I know what I'm doing, pace was there. I mean, it was great. So those little details that Wayne hammers on, I mean, those are the keys. Those are the things that separate us. And so I look forward to throughout the day to just working with you and learning from you on this stuff. I got to listen to a little Blanca's presentation yesterday. I'm glad I don't have to follow her like immediately. You know, I think that there's space there, so the pressure's off me to back that up. I mean, you can tell. I wouldn't say like she's mastered it, but I know that's not something that I mean, I know she's put in the 10,000 hours to master something, right? But I know she would never say she's mastered it, and I know no one in this room would ever say we've mastered it, because that's not what we do. And we're always learning, always growing, and looking for opportunities. And but the thing I did enjoy watching that was the interaction that you guys had with her, asking questions, you know, doing that. So please, my little presentation or the thing that I'm going to talk about, please interact, ask questions, you know, because it's something that Wayne and I know on the men's side, I think it's still the same as far as we talk about being disciplined and I'm talking about discipline. Discipline, staying engaged at Trail and Sea. So I had in a conference, I'll show you a game and we'll walk through some plays that I had, and the tendency is, well, we'll walk through that. We're going to talk about not double, as far as staying engaged at Trail and Sea on plays where our partners can't referee, right? I mean, we're the golden rule in refereeing: referee what your partner can't referee. You know, help them out. And so there's times in between Trail and Sea where it opens up. So we talk open looks, closed looks on that. And so curl plays. Sea is a position that I know a lot of us, you know, when it curls up, we know I got the hit on the arm, I got all that stuff, but you're closer. But Trail's one of those positions that a lot of us, you know, it's like, okay, I can take off a little bit. I can you know, let them have that stuff. I'm just gonna get the perimeter stuff. But Trail most oftentimes has the look right between where you have a C lead stacked on plays, or lead can't see this side of it, and Trail has that look. So just, I mean, of one nugget or one thing you can take away today from this deal, and if we can sure up on our game, is just staying engaged at Trail, being in position where we can see what we need to see, and you know, then once you're there and you know what you're looking for, now you have the courage to blow. So we will, that's what we're going to talk about here. Before we get to that point, I want to show one video here, and just so I can get my bearings with this and see if I can.
And in the first half, that is
Okay, give you a setup on this. Just had a play with White big,
down to 32.
With White's coach. So we talked about what Wayne talked about, A, B, and C. So ball's coming up middle of the floor. I should be enclosed down. The reason I'm out wider is I'm talking with the coach. The coach is down here. We were talking about a previous play. You know, I think his bigs, you know, are, you know, getting fouled, wherever. I missed something. So we're talking there. Interactive here, right? So see something, say something, have a question, say something, okay? Trail, and this is the other thing, on the men's side, we've been working 28-foot line or lower, has been, and for me, you'll see on some of the games that I have, I mean, I work 3-point line extended, that's my home spot. I can see screens, I can see, I can stay engaged. I'm engaged on rebounding plays. I'm engaged on drives to the basket. So that's one thing as far as, I mean, I keep asking Wayne. Wayne, is that, you know, where do you guys work? I mean, is it high? All that, but you know, we want to put ourselves in a position where we can referee, where we can see what we need to get. So C's in a good position. I'm coming over.
32%.
This is the one, a lot of the offense is just kind of right here in the middle,
Here
so
in the second.
no need to rotate at lead. We're still good.
Big difference.
All right, you guys speak up. See anything?
Helped Illinois State's comeback. It's comeback.
This one's pick choice a spot of which you're going to go on this one at trail. I'm going to go lower as opposed to, I mean, that's my deal. I don't want to get too high, so my tendency is to go lower. There you go. He finally gets there. Lead, lead.
Probably
Anyone?
a couple steps
Personally, I would like to lead a little wider.
Okay.
out. Couple steps out.
Okay. Yeah. And that's one thing I'm watching this. I know my eyes right here are on ball. And I don't know if that pass, so wider to mirror the ball. From here.
Your territory is different than ours, right?
Yeah.
You don't have 3-point shot out there
Right.
on the baseline by the coach and all that.
I
You're
would, right.
into the lane. Okay.
But
Hazen's wide open and capable. 6 seconds to shoot. Thomas. Foul.
okay, as I set this video up, and as I started playing it here, I realized something that would make this. Anyone notice anything throughout this play? Anything stand out to anyone?
What are you doing with your hands? I think they they come up.
Something wrong with your
Are you-
whistle? It's almost like you
Yeah.
switched whistles or something.
Okay, so as
6 seconds to
I'm
shoot.
watching this,
Thomas.
and I'm
Foul
going
rising.
to pick something up, I'm realizing that you guys wore your mask all season, right? On women's side? You didn't have to?
Well, some
Okay. Okay.
levels
Only
did.
higher
Oh,
up.
higher up? Okay, so
Higher
you didn't
up.
have to here? Okay. So when I'm talking to coach, I get distracted and I start refereeing.
Oh, you don't have your whistle in your mouth or your at all.
The whistle is right here. Right there. And so, I mean, as far as, we talk about partnering and helping out, like, don't put the ball, I'm glad we don't ever have to do this again. Don't put the ball in until you know your partners have their mask off and the whistle in their mouth. That's 2020, that only now, but I did this twice that I know of, that I remember doing specifically, and just sitting there going, all right, because in processing my conversation with him, and then I kind of start refereeing, and I go, oh, dang. So, that was my play.
It's a good thing you got it up there.
Yeah.
You got the whistle.
Yeah, it was right there. Yeah. I would say that. I mean, there's nothing really on that one. I do like your point in the interaction as far as getting wider. We want to mirror the ball at lead. So that was.
Plays a beautiful random.
That was me telling on myself. So plays we talked about at trail. Once you watch the time, and I got 7 plays. Make this quick, and the common theme, and just put ourselves in this position because we're gonna have opportunity today. I have 2 games that the last 2 games I refereed. It happened 12 or 13 times where trail has the look at it, at plays. And then I refereed at Carl Albert last week, and it happened there. I'm at lead. So we know at lead, not guessing. Nothing marginal, not guessing. We're trusting the system, trusting the system. Trust for me is a big thing in my pregame. We're gonna trust each other. I'm gonna trust you, but I'm not trusting you to take care of your primary. You trust me to take care of my primary. I'm trusting you to come get something that I can't see. And that's what, you know, we get we get in a lot of, hopefully that narrative has changed, but I know when I was coming up, it was like, hey, trust each other. That meant stay in your area and don't blow in anyone else's area. And that's not what it's about.
Right.
And thankfully, I think we're beyond that point, but it's about getting plays right. And for us as a crew to collectively do what's best for the game. And so I'm gonna trust you that when I'm at lead, if I can't see something, you're gonna come get it from trail. And that's just why we gotta stay engaged at trail. This is UNRC trail. He's below, and in the Big Ten Consortium, he's it's an ex-coach. Like he is analytical, and so he breaks down stuff and tendencies. And the thing is, like, when you work high, and we'll see one play, but when you're high, you're stacked. When you're here, you're disengaged. I mean, we have all those things. So that's the important. So he wants us lower, stay lower, so you can see back through stuff.
Did you say is the ex-coach?
The consortium, the boss of the consortium.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so he's trying to influence that by.
Yeah, he just the way he sees stuff.
Right.
He's not out of he's looking at like the play climate. Why are we missing these plays? I mean, which I guess
It's not punitive. He's not punitive. He's trying to get everybody better. Make it better.
Right. Yeah. And I say as far as, you know, a lot of guys will talk about position, but he's the first one that's been like, get below. I mean, he pushes it, you know, get in transition. He wants you getting to the 20. Because on the men's side, there's a lot of, you know, you guys that 5 years ago didn't get to the 20-foot mark, stay high. And so, you know, it's get to the 28, hustle to the 28, and then move down is what we've been training. So you'll see a lot of our trails are down at this spot.
Yeah, in that previous play, you had two centers for a considerable amount of time.
Right. And we can do it. We're good with that, right?
Yeah.
You guys are good with that too?
Better
Yes.
two centers. I mean,
Right.
you have two centers, you can't have two trails.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let it play through once, and then we'll go back and look at some.
Basketball, but you gotta make shots, obviously. Relentless from deep.
Okay, so this is Oral Roberts, leading scorer in the nation right here. I'm at lead, and this is the part that all throughout the season, these plays keep happening. And so I'm questioning myself, like, what can I do? What can I do, you know, to get better? So, again, interact. I mean, you saying wide, that's the first thing I look at. Wide, you know, I'm sitting right here, you know, so middle of the paint, got here, guys coming, I should be backing out to increase my angle to see him coming. Definitely on that. Trail's got a pretty good look. Definitely engaged, right? So we stop and realize, like, there's gonna come a point though, it doesn't matter where I'm at least. We can try to get in the best position all the time, but there's gonna be times where you're still gonna get stacked. You're still gonna not have the look. It's gonna close off on you. So I mean, if I'm out wider, I still can't see this hand right here on the shooter's hit, and I can't.
As long as the defender is shadowing him, you're never going to see that look through, unless Trail has the best
Well,
look
see,
through on
and
that.
that's my thinking, but I'm going, surely there's something I could do. So again, we'll continue to work on that, and I'm gonna continue to work on it. I need to try to start working wider just to see if that helps me. But the thing is, the other part, I'm just not gonna guess. So, ref. So 1908, best player, definitely ends up over here. That's not his directed path. So I go, all right, and then like the guy just push him. Let's be mindful of that. Okay, we're at 1751. 1751. So
You got a trail?
I'm at trail now. Yeah. So coming down, staying engaged, lead still. I guess up to our extending seats. Stay there. Same guy going, same defender. I've got it here. Feel these guys coming. So I got to take a step to get lower.
Here he is, Max Eastis.
That's definitely A to B right there.
So, but again, looking at lead though. Can lead really see A to B? Okay, so whose call is that?
That's you all the way.
It's Trout. But if I'm at 28 foot mark, do I have a chance at getting that? I got
No,
these two
it's-
players right here in my way, and so stay engaged, stay down. So
You anticipated those players being in your way, that forced you to step down on that.
And again, I mean, this is home spot for me. And they start going, I mean, I'll get lower, we'll have 2 Cs if we need it, but I'm gonna get in a position where I can see, you know, you come down, you got curl plays, you can see better. Offside, you got the C, lead, stack, double stack, and we got a rebounding here. Trails play is that one. Everyone comfortable with blowing over there if we have to? Yeah.
You might be the only one that's got it.
You're the only one.
All the way through.
You're the only
All
one.
the way across the lane, you're the only one that's
You're the
got
one.
it.
And so knowing that there are these stacks that occur, where there are these stacks that occur, there's gonna be a point in this angle, on this triangle, where the opposite guy is gonna be the only one that's gonna be able to see. You're right here. So we know that. So once you know that, now we have the courage to blow, because I know I'm the only one that can see that. All about taking care of the crew. We're all about no ego, not position, or what is it? Not proximity.
Proximity is not primary, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was trying to go there, but no, that didn't go. Maybe, but so just know, once we know what our areas of how we can help our crew, like it gives you the courage to blow. Okay, so that's 17. Alright, so next possession, we just called a foul on that play. Next possession, other end. We just gave their best player, you know, a bucket. So now we're going.
Something veteran, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the same move.
Say similar.
Similar. So let's watch Trail on this play. So got a bunch of bodies in his way. I mean, we got, but knowing that we got to help out, we got to have eyes in here. Like we got to make a move, right? Okay, step down and kind of here. Now we got guys coming. Still, I mean. Anyone, I mean, stack. So, and not saying, you know, definitely lead, can't see that contact, but not saying that I mean, this guy may, I went, I tried to figure out, okay, so A to B, can watch his feet where he leads, you know, so could he have been vertical right here on that deal? Could. So, I mean, you know, maybe that's not, but do we have a look to even pass judgment on that? No. Again, awareness of what we're calling, of you know, what my partners just had, knowing gray and how use gray to help our game. You know, black and white, we stay off marginal, never marginal. Black and white, you know, we call, but gray are the ones that we use. So if we passed on one on the other end, okay, we can. If it's gray, we can pass on it. But we just had one on the end. My antenna needs to go up. Boom. So we go to the other end. What happened?
Wow.
Oh no, we go to the other end. The coach,
Oh,
he's up.
He's definitely.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So you were the only person on the previous play. You're the only person at trail that can see that type of foul.
Right.
So you're really the only one who can log that type of foul, which kind of puts your partners in a tough position, because they're at C and lead, where they on this end they can't match that because they can't see that, which puts us in a tough position here because you're the only one who has that called logged, and you can't see it.
And
So-
at the time, and I think that what you're saying is, at the time, you're the only one that has that knowledge right now. Because nobody saw what you had. We trust what you had, but we haven't cataloged it like you said, visually, we don't know what you had, really.
Yeah.
And then-
So for me, maybe my first deal, and I don't know if this is a defensive deal, so apologize if it is, but let's just go. So being aware of what's going on. I mean, and knowing that those plays happen. So I guarantee you, I mean, you're gonna see that it didn't register with them because they're not there thinking about, like, knowing that that's that play. I'm at lead, I can't, I mean, it feels like a foul. If he blows, I don't have to see it to know what he had. I know, okay, he got him body, whatever. I mean, I can get, as far as like you may not know, but you know, like, okay, that was an A to B play. That was that play where he had the open look on it. So, and again, it's not, yeah, there might not have been anything there, but we got heat on the other end because the coach is looking right through there. He sees his player goes there. I mean, I could put it together and just go, okay, that's you know what we just had down there.
I think like, tell me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is like, the bar for knowing it's a foul is a lot different than the bar for knowing that it is, like, for logging that play. So like, for instance, on the other end, like, your partners can be like, oh, okay, Brian came and got this because we're looking at this, but he came and got it. So that was a foul. That had to be A to B. That had to be something like that. So now we can log it.
Right.
So the knowledge that I couldn't see, like certain things that I couldn't see, knowing that because you have the A/B signal, yeah. Okay, so you go to the table with an A to B, the knowledge that like I was at lead, that was the only thing that I probably couldn't see, or a hit on the backside is going to be something. So that knowledge, I locked. Okay.
So,
I like it a lot.
so Lee could have deduced what you had because he saw the results of the play
I wish.
in front of him.
I
Because-
wish. Okay, so again, me processing these plays, like, how do I get better at this? Do I start guessing?
No, but you can see the results, the physics of it. When you had, the guy ended up in the stanchion.
Yeah.
So that means he got hit. So Lee should have, I'm not trying to criticize Lee, but I'm saying Lee should have said, I didn't see the play, but I saw the result.
See, yes, I get that, but I can't. I don't know if maybe I'm not good enough to do that yet. As far as like doing that, like it doesn't register with me. And when as far as like when that play happens, I see it, and I go, goodness, that might have been something, but I didn't see the point. I didn't see the
I'm not
foul.
saying
So
Lee could've.
as far as the he goes that way. Dang it! But these guys are so good. You know, did he displace? Did he? You know, I mean, they're. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Lee should have called it, I'm saying Lee could have, in the first play, that you
Okay.
called from trail.
Okay, yes. You're talking about as far as
Cataloging
Right.
and saying,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see the foul because I was,
Yeah.
but I saw the result.
Right.
So
Yes.
it had
Yes.
to be,
Yes.
and my partner called that,
Gotcha, I'm with you now,
so
right.
that had to be the contact that happened. To
Yes,
then
yes.
therefore
And
look,
cate-
just memory,
Yeah.
then come down here and you see the same contact,
Yeah.
and we got
Right.
nothing said.
With this, I guess, because is there any way that we, as something that we communicate as a crew, that we did see a play, but if our partners didn't, is there some kind of nonverbal or verbal thing as a crew that we do to make sure we catalog those type of things?
Not in the. I mean that didn't. If we have a dead ball,
Yeah.
and it comes
Right.
up, but
Right.
when we're doing that, I
Right.
mean, you know, we can report, we can communicate. I got 2 shots, I got whatever to our partner, but I can go into the table, I'm reporting, I'm in my position. But I think as far as just having awareness of those for us being the non-calling official and knowing our fundamentals and knowing, you know, I guess the fundamental part of it. Like, so he's there, dang it, you know, something goes, now I'm trusting that they're gonna have a look on it. And if they hit, and I go, okay, good, he saw something. And whether the displacement is, you know, a lot, I may not see all that, but I'm trusting my partner that he's doing what's best for the game. And out here, I mean, blow stuff. If it's a foul, have the courage to blow it. Black and white, have the courage to blow it because it's a foul. It's not. We can talk about it later. You know, oh, what's that? Well, we can look at it, but have the courage to blow it because you got the open look on it.
Right.
Who in this play, if any, has a good look at this play? Because I'm thinking.
No one has a good look. I mean,
Okay.
if the coach looking right with these guys here, but if he fights, you know, I mean, his weight's on the top side, so I mean, moving, but you gotta be active. I mean, it's gotta be okay. I gotta get to where I can referee. So position adjust where you can referee it. All right, 17-20. All right, 16-20. So this is me at trail. Luckily he's wide, so this is what I need to work on. I mean, 28-foot mark right here. I mean, that's my home spot. I can see screens coming. I'm engaged here. So this play, that contact right there, I mean, look how low lead center is, so he may have a look. But this is another stack play where I'm engaged. Nothing happened on this play, but even to that point right there, if something does happen, Trail's got to be engaged enough to see that. So the play happened again at 16. Oh wait, okay, 15:53.
Knockdown Breeze from the deck, Breeze for himself and play with his back
Come on.
So I mean, we're down low, right? We're engaged physically at Trail, right? Lead still needs to be wider. And we got the other half.
Stretch out.
Still definitely needs to be wider.
Knockdown Breeze from
But we still come to a point, even if I am wider, who can see that right there?
Trail.
Got it, right? So we're engaged, but I just,
He's in a perfect position.
yep. Okay, so I don't know that and we all, I'm just trying to figure out, I mean, this is Summit League Championship. These guys are doing it right. They're getting that. Like, I don't get where, like, how do we not get that? And is it a courage deal? Is it a knowing? Is it a, hey, I'm gonna let you live and die with this thing? You know?
He said that's, is he saying that that's 10 feet from you, I'm not calling it?
Right. So those are the things that we've got to get out of our game, as far as getting plays right. And Trail. So I got a boss. He's like, Center's got to have a great game. This was the old thing. Center's got to have a great game for us to, Center has a good game. We're all gonna have a good game. Okay, I get that. But Trail's got to have a good game as well. I mean, we all do. But Trail be engaged in that as well, because Trail is just that position where I'm gonna let him have it. That's down to his area. That's his deal. Let him live and die with that. Whatever the negative, whatever the things that we have been taught or that have been shared, like we gotta make an adjustment. So
It's almost like he treated that play like it wasn't a foul. I mean, just his body language is just like, okay, yeah, he got through.
Breeze himself and play with his back to the basket.
Yeah, it's just like,
came back down.
Shot hit the side of the back.
Yeah, no.
Smith McKinney, who had
let's go for 13 minutes. 10 minutes.
3 and
Okay, so Trail, good position to adjust down. Lead a little wider than last time.
in this game, he just doubled his total.
Doesn't matter where I go, he's going away. Not gonna be able to see anything.
There we go.
They doubled the man.
So again, I mean, the same. We're gonna get to that point. I'm dead. I'm not guessing though. It feels like a foul. Holy cow! But someone come help me. Trail, great position. Displays, bam.
And your mechanic just points to the rim and that means it's a shot.
Yeah,
You got shots.
Yep.
Until C went down, he had a pretty decent look at it too.
Yeah. Agreed.
Show too. Good foul. It's just the same
And one screaming on the ground, flexing, they were feeling his energy. And the big seniors just grabbed that game with a stroke of the neck, and they would not be denied.
I mean, that's a lot of risk. But again, what's Lee looking at? Front side defender, right? So Trail, I mean, we're in position. We're the only one I can see above, right there.
Is Trail looking at the rebounder right there?
Looking here.
Yeah.
Could be. So I mean, what's gonna hurt us most on this? What's immediate? Shot. That's immediate. Then our eyes can go to rebounding afterwards. This play's different than the other ones. This is more of our C lead.
Down Breeze, play off the closeout. What an aggressive, talented score at 6'8".
Arm break.
Yeah.
He opened it up. Just tried to trail though.
Right there.
So, again, this is more of our, I mean, feels like the C plays, the curl plays, this is a curl play. But if I'm out here, if I'm not engaged, I have the open look, it's a foul. Lead doesn't get it, cadence, that's the other thing, when you're coming from trail, there's gotta be a cadence to the deal. Nothing, foul. So, habits, it's kinda.
Close out. What an aggressive tail to score at 6'8".
So, habits, doing my first March Madness, working with Bo Borowski, he will work the finals, and then Steven Anderson, he's ex-NBA referee, so I was very comfortable with my crew, but still, it's March Madness, so nerves, habits, all that stuff's gonna come in, and obviously these guys can referee, so, blowing in their area, like, they can handle their own. I just want to get my plays right.
Gilbert gives it right back to him. He's going to start with his big shooters. Dennis, really clear. He is an excellent defender.
So this is, I put these in just as far as the order they happen, but 18-22, Bo hits a play in front of Steven at lead. What's Steven looking at? Got defender here, secondary defender. He's got that. This is Trail's position is still, this is, guy with the championship, and he's in the Big Ten Consortium. He's below the 28-foot mark, definitely engaged.
And he's got the backside, he's got the right.
He's got the backside, yep, he's got here.
I like how easily he
He's
did
gonna
that.
have the tomahawk.
Yeah.
As far as, like,
That's fine.
yeah.
You can't see, that's fine.
No
Yeah, there
question.
was,
Yeah.
No one said anything, no.
So,
That's fine.
so lead at the end, lead goes, after that, lead goes, as we're administering free throws, thank you. And I was like, he knows, like,
Yeah.
that's a play, I can't see, thank you.
Yeah.
That was,
Who called that?
that was.
I mean, trail, but who's a trail?
That's me.
That's you?
This is my play, same deal. Lead's going up, so lead's got,
inside, yeah.
I don't know, I'm on this guy, he's right
He's
here,
the
I don't know,
outside guy.
but, again, contact happens, I'm the only one to look, and this is the part that there's a replay of this, and the reason I show this replay is just to watch Steven's expression, his facial expression on the deal. I just called in his area.
Got crowded here. He was already going up into his motion.
No facial expression, no like,
He
what was
just went
that?
to go get the ball.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
Yeah, he just-
Because he knows.
That's fine.
Like, I can't see that. I'm not gonna guess. What was that? I meant to, on the first play I had that I called. So we had the no call, then it came down. I had the foul. I love body language stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my lead does this. Like that, I've seen that twice this year where guys have, like, you can tell that play did not sit well with them because they give it away. Like, scratches your head, where does that mean you can't see anything? But whenever something happens, you get uncomfortable, fidget with something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but Steven, he knew what was going on. Where my lead, he was probably like, hey, what do you call it? What was that? What are you doing? But he knew exactly what it was. Like, this is what it is. This is the last play I had. Similar. This one's probably different than the other ones because we're talking.
19 points on 7 of 10 shooting for Desiree Stearns, out of control.
Definitely a play for lead. It's on my lap. The guy falls. I have no clue how he gets there. Like, I feel like, what's going on here? But Trail is engaged, which he should be because he's a primary defender, right? Kind of comes out, so primary, but gets his legs swiped, his foot swiped, and goes. So again, with these plays, but it's going right at lead. But these are those plays that, all these plays are just, they're ways away. But if we're engaged, we can help referee, we can save our crew, we can take care of the game, and it's not an ego deal, it's not a, hey, I'm coming, it's, just take care of the game, it's a foul. I have the open look, I'm gonna hit it.
He's quite a couple steps on the floor, too.
He is so obviously the NBA training and then SEC conference, different is his primary. So just different, you know, of what West Coast guys they're on the floor a lot. I don't know what they teach in the SEC or if that's an NBA deal, but you know, he's definitely further out than we would be. But we're working the same consortium. So, but still, he's still definitely in a position to see, have the look, and then having the courage to blow, knowing that's a foul. I'm coming to get it.
So each consortium is emphasizing different movements,
They're just led. I mean, we all use the same. You know, I mean, all the rules and all that come. But as far as just the terms they use, the fundamentals they preach and all that, it just comes. Yeah, it's different.
What's acceptable and what's not, or what's encouraged,
What's
or
encouraged,
what's not.
yeah.
What's But it's about mechanics, where you're out on the floors, come down, lower it, trail, and those kinds of things are different between
Oh
who
yeah.
you're working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tony is staying on the floor for free throws. You know what I mean?
When in Rome.
Yeah.
I mean, try to. That's the fun thing as far as you guys navigating, going to different camps and everything. You know, it's like, all right, I'm here, I got to do this, and then you know, being willing and adaptable to change. You know, whenever they say, I mean, take the critique and go. Just like today, I may say something. No, please call. If I say something that goes against women, just say, this is a women's deal, and I'll go back. But I think as far my hesitancy as far as you know with Wayne is like, okay, is this just a men's thing? But these plays are going to happen all the time. They happen every game.
Yeah.
How many 7 plays? I didn't show another one in the second half, but 7 plays in the first half, first 10 minutes of the game. So it happens a lot. So let's, as trail, just make sure we're in that position to help our partners where they can't see it.
Good stuff.
Any other questions?
They lost that game, by the way.
Yeah.
Who did?
Wichita State.
Wichita State.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
I'm from Wichita.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And I
Got a 10-point
went.
lead at the
Yeah.
second half with 10 minutes to go, and they lose that game.
I went to Wichita State.
Yeah, I did. That's where I graduated from.
That's where I graduated from too. So
Good Wayne. Good.
Brother, good stuff, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Real quick. First of all, if you check Group Me right now, you would notice there's a quiz.